Welcome you all to our seminar tonight. I'm Rajani, CFO of Yuvasun Gravity Enterprise. Today, our Gravity Japan is here to share with you the latest technology of AI and Gravity's business, and the final speech about RPA technology from Yuvasun Gravity. I believe this seminar can help you gain knowledge and grow your business. I would like to invite Mr. Koichiro Himoto. He is the Director of Global Business of Gravity Japan. Now he will explain the aim of today's mention.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm very happy to see you. Today, I'm from Japan, they're from Japan. And Gravity Japan has a 10 years history. He made one company just handled financial crisis. That's okay, he has very tough business. But nowadays, he grows a very big company, and he could establish a local company in Penang. Last year, Gravity Japan could establish a local company in Penang near the yes.
Simple.
Okay. And we had a good relationship with JMTI school, Japan Malaysia Technical Institute. And therefore, we could get several internships in Yuvasun Gravity. And today, we would like to have 3 parts presentation. First presentation is Mr. Shinichi Tanaka. He is a graduate at Tokyo University in Japan, and he is co-working with Sony Corporation in Japan. And his work is AI. Especially, his work is Sony fundamental technology. And second, we would look at main business of Gravity Japan. And we would like to reach you with a future vision to the youth. And finally, we would like to present you about Yuvasun Gravity CEO, Ibarani. She would like to present you with RPA business, especially the next stage of the RPA business. Just to relate with AI. Please enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Koichiro Himoto. Now let's welcome our first speaker, Mr. Suji Tanaka. He is Head of AI Department in Gravity Japan. Let's welcome Mr. Suji Tanaka.
He is a very good engineer, but he's very shy. Therefore, I sometimes support him. Okay?
Hi, I'm Shinichi Tanaka, belonging to Gravity and AI Media Group. I graduated from University Tokyo, Department of Mathematical Engineering and Information Skills and Research Computer Architecture. Mathematical engineering is important to develop AI. Now, I am engaging in analysis of big data for global enterprise products and development of machine learning systems by neural language processing. I am a member of the Japanese Society for.
And just a moment, do you know that this picture, we Japanese call it Doraemon? Yep. And he was called Doraemon in Japan, our staff. Because she is the same. if he looked at him in the Penang, I call him Doraemon. Okay?
Today, I will talk about AI for beginners. I talk about what's AI. What do you associate with AI? Each person will think different things. Some people associate imaginary AI on robots as Terminator, Doraemon, and Atom. These have the same intelligence as human. Deep Blue, AlphaGo, and Bonanza is the human champions in the board game. In some respects, it may be said that you have exceeded human intelligence. Watson was a quiz world champion. Torobo-kun got a score that can be passed at many Japanese universities.
This is a bit difficult for them. And therefore, please show the overview of the result. The first. Okay, please show them the overview and conclusion to the AI issue.
Where can you find business chance? It's business flow, AI business. Web safe data creation. You need also minimum knowledge of AI that requires many people. Second step, AI creation. You need to research AI. Last step, release product or service. You need knowledge of the system.
And he said, there's a big three view. One view is a data creation. A second is AI creation. That means that, for example, Google TensorFlow and Yuvasun. And the third, this is a business opportunity. Which part do you choose? This is he said the answer for you. Let's continue. スマートな相手ですることがあって、で、答えは聞いてねって。で、5杯。で、戻ってもいいです。Please but what's the first present sheet? You got it?
Smartphones that we normally use are equipped with smart speakers. The search engine and recommendation system which we often use can also be called AI. Machine translation have also been studied for a long time, and this is also realized as a type of AI. let's compare the real AI and human being. Real AI has a huge function. Human beings have very many functions. We take on real AI have a huge function, but it may exceed a human beings in limited work. Let's see the relationship between the word AI, machine learning, and deep learning that appear in this lecture. The three relations are shown in the figure as shown. Machine learning is included in AI and has a machine execute specific task by training. Deep learning is a kind of machine learning and is an extension of artificial neural network. Recently, AI grew popular because this deep learning technology brought a breakthrough to AI. Let's see a summary of the property of the AI group. Actually, research on artificial intelligence has been repeated many times over the blue and winter level. The word AI was born in 1956 and caused a boom. First AI boom was an era of reasoning and exploration. However, due to a certain cause, artificial intelligence research reached the era of winter. Early in the 1980s, artificial intelligence research became an era of knowledge, becoming a boom, but also a problem occurred, and it went into the era of winter island. And now it is considered to be third AI boom, where machine learning, big data, deep learning attract attention. Let's take a closer look at this biofarm. Dartmouth Conference, 1956, the birth of AI. The Dartmouth Conference was the moment that AI gained its name, its mission, its first success, and its major players, and widely considered the birth of AI. After Dartmouth Conference, first AI boom occurred. The boom factor is the studies of computer reasoning and exploration have progressed. Solution can be presented for specific problems. Also, the first artificial neural network has already been proposed. Artificial neural network.
Please show the first this stage. Who is a good best player of this first AI boom? For example, IBM. Some questions. No. Some questions. For example, どういうプレイヤーなんですか。4人組の人がいますね。一つの有名な人物としては、ジョン・マッカーシーという人が企業をやってない。企業はこの中の2人が IBM のYuvasun in them is RPA. Therefore, RPA is a key player of this first AI boom movement. 2人のサイエンティストです。僕は中国ですね。続けていきます。
Artificial neural network is a model of a structure of the human brain. Researchers studied machine translation of English-Russian language. But it was found this time AI solved only simple program, AI went down. In the 1980s, a lot of expert systems were created. The expert system is a system that has a lot of knowledge and judges complex conditions. It turned out that it was not suitable for the operation and development of this system. This system was not developed much. In Japan, the large-scale project named fifth-generation computer was promoted by the government. The promise ended in failure.
Education. This is a very big project in Japan, famous project in Japan. But that project was failed. Why failed?
一番大きな理由はデータがなかった。
That means no less data.
で、今の時代はウェブが発達したっていうので、データを
That's a good point. He said nowadays we could get test data by web or internet very easily. But that occasion, that's very difficult to get the data. That's the point. Okay. Okay. You need such.
It's hard prior to the introduction of deep learning. It has more layers than a two-layer perceptron, a three-layer neural network. That of a multi-layer neural network of 4 or more layers has not been sufficiently learned due to technical problems such as local optimal solutions and gradient disappearance. And the age of winter continued for a long time with poor performance. However, representatives such as of Hinton, neural networks succeed in deep learning automatic encoder with discrete Boltzmann machine and began to draw attention array. Single event occurred in 2012, and this deep learning be noticed. One is an image recognition contest. The supervision with a deep learning model overwhelming one task one classification, task two localization and classification department. Second, Google Cat. In 2012, Google announced that computer had successfully learned cats with unsupervised and made them to recognize them on their own. Surprised computer researchers all over the world. They learned using an unsupervised learning method called an autoencoder, which makes learning so that input and output are equal. They showed a lot of still image collected from YouTube to a neural network. As a result, AI was able to create the concept of cat like human beings. The context of the cat was created at the middle layer of the neural network. I talk about machine learning. Machine learning is method of data analysis. Put data into machine learning model. Machine learning model analyze data. Machine learning model learns pattern about input data. Machine learning solves two kinds of problems: classification problem, regression problem. For example, classification problem is a program of classifying input data. For example, classify images of dogs and cats. The regression problem is a problem of predicting consecutive numbers. For example, it's a program of predicting stock price tomorrow.
And this machine learning principle for the format picture, and this machine learning could expect a future, but the case of the catastrophe. For example, Lehman crisis, Frank Bandit, that kind of the case could this machine learning could solve with the predict this particular stuff. Yes, that's not impossible.
できなく精度の問題ですのが、みんなが予測できれば、予測できるんです。できないから、こういうこと。みんなその今 AI 使ってます。なんで、予測できなくはないけども、出すにはいい AI がいると、いい精度が得られる。
Because usually that's good to expect. Okay? And I think probably marketing could expect the Asian crisis, financial crisis, 1997. Many politics expected controlled by the IMF. But only marketing said no. He said, I could solve this situation. And he had, there's no AI, but his point is better than the AI. Okay? Please go ahead.
I explained supervised data that may be necessary for machine learning. Supervised data is data with label. For example, dogs image data has a dog label. Machine learning methods. Supervised learning requires supervised data, includes deep learning. Unsupervised learning. Supervised data is unnecessary, but it's how to improve accuracy. It solves related problems. Reinforcement learning, it solves how action machine should take in an environment. Requires big machine power. Machine learning step, training step. Supervised data input machine learning model. And machine learning model learn pattern supervised data. Second step, machine learning prediction. Input and labeled model labeled data. Machine learning model predicts input data from input data and answers input data belong to what category. For example, dog image data, machine learned answer dog, which is a dog. Next, deep learning. I will explain deep learning. Deep learning is a type of supervised learning and requires supervised skills. Deep learning is an extension of neural network. Neural network is a model of human being's brain. I will list 3 items necessary for deep learning. The first is data. The second is the environment. And the third is the theory. I will study these one by one. Data collection. Data is necessary for deep learning. Surface web, SNS have many learning data. Crawling robots collect surface and SNS data and storing the we get data.
Shil-san, I have a question. This web crawler could gather the many data, but that data has sometimes disinformation. How to correct it? No. This part is just gathering the data. Okay. Then please explain the second page how to protect the disinformation.
Open data is the idea that some data should be freely available to everyone to use and encourage as they wish. For example, www data we use many data. If you want specific type of image data and audio data, you need to create them yourself using sensors such as camera and microphone. Now, there are companies specializing in data sales, so you can buy from them. If you can provide AI service, you can collect data from people using it. The collected data cannot be used as EPD. You need to change collected data to supervised data. First, you need to label this data. Processing data label. Left side data you collect and label dog, cat,
Yoshida-san.
はい。
Go back to the one picture. Who could level?
これは大量に人を雇ってやるしかないです。
Okay. He said, just handmaking to have a leveling. Therefore, I think mainland China is a big advantage in this section. Isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But US company Google, how to do it? Google doesn't say this. So it was.
いろんな手法があるんですけど、まあ、手法を考える。例えば、環境史学習とか、転移学習というのは考えられています。転移学習とか、トランスフォームはトレーニングとかあるんですけど、まあ、データを増やすことが応用されているんですけど、まあ、一番いいのは、品質のいいデータで大量のデータというのが必要。
The point is, first, there's a big distributed information, but first step to do is collect the right data. The source, data source is very important. Isn't it? Data source is reliable. Which way?
Next, let's talk about the development environment. If you actually use deep learning, you need to know about the GPU. GPU is graphical processing unit, a processor specialized in image processing, and it processes a large number of simple calculations in parallel. Although it is possible to use deep learning on the GPU, learning is overwhelmingly faster for GPUs in the case of ordinary models. GPU is good at complicated calculation, but is not good at parallel processing. GPUs are good at solving a simple and massive calculation concurrently. CPU is good at calculation. So, because deep learning requires calculation in parallel in large quantities, GPU is suitable. There is a side in AI development. First of all, you will consider ideas about AI model. Next, you code it. Let the implemented model learn with data. Test the learned model and evaluate the performance. Based on that result, you will consider an idea to improve AI and code it idea. The problem is this terrain in this cycle. How long will this terrain take? The time of this terrain depends on the performance of the development environment. In general, it is used for commercial use. Let the model run from 1 day to 1 week or more with using GPU. It is important to use the GPU because the CPU may take months to learn. In other words, in order to create a better AI, it is necessary to use a GPU with better performance. Where should we procure GPU resources? 10 years ago, you had to buy a GPU yourself and set up a server. Now, services that can use the GPU in the cloud are provided. Scaling is easy with clouds, and you can use as much as you need when needed. You need little initial investment. However, the charge per one is expensive. If you regularly use the GPU, you will be able to keep costs lower if you prepare it by yourself. Also, GPU was originally for customers only. Commercial GPU has recently appeared for customer use. GeForce released by NVIDIA is for games. Commercial Tesla is for deep learning and mining. Commercial GPU is excellent in various aspects, but the problem is that it is very expensive. Also, NVIDIA brands using consumer GPU at data center. Therefore, the GPU used on the cloud will be a commercial GPU. If you personally buy a GPU, I encourage you to choose our custom GPU.
Shuta, please go back to page, former page. And I would like to, because I have a question about the cost, low and high. For example, this is a 2 times high divided by 10 times. 5 over 6 times high. Okay, thank you.
I will tell a bit about theory. Neural networks have been studied for a long time, and there are various kinds of models. Deep neural network, DNN, is the simplest model in deep learning. It shows high accuracy for various tasks. The convolution neural network, CNN, is a neural network that is suitable for processing images. Recurrent neural network RNN are suitable for handling time series data such as voice data and sentence. Many models can be combined. For example, if you combine CNN and RNN, you can handle movies. DQN is combination of deep learning and reinforcement learning. By using this, you can create an AI. This learns the game automatically and aim for high score. I will deep learning and security. The adversarial example attack is an attack method. It makes a subject of image misrecognition by adding a certain noise to an image to be represented by the model. Also, the image with noise are said to be the same as before adding noise to human eyes. It seems that it appears in completely different images in the same recognition model. The image with noise adding a called adversarial example. I will introduce another security of AI. It's an attack method which makes fake data mixed into training data. The accuracy of AI using fake data drops, and there is also the danger exactly to be operated and intended by the attacker. How minus people insert fake data depends on how you get the data. Microsoft AI chatbot Terry had been made learn fake remarks by users. She made remarks to praise the nurse and was stopped for less than a day. And for such case, one to make a tool to visualize words. Words today has a built-in neural network, and learning is done by input a large amount of sentence learned. The model will be able to visualize words. By visualize words, you can add and subtract words. For example, king king minus 1 plus 1. As a result, green, we get green. For example, Tokyo minus Japan plus France. Tokyo is the capital of Japan, so we get Paris. What's used for recommendation system, emotion analysis, document classification, spam filter, and so on. Next, I will introduce our DCGAN. DCGAN is a type of generation model based on deep learning. We can generate an image by input noise to the learned model. Although it inputs various images, the nature of image can be defined by the noise. For example, a man with glasses minus man with glasses plus woman with glasses, we get woman with glasses. Conclusion, where you find business chance, data creation, AI creation, with product or service.
And it's exam. Okay, I would like to get your questions. Is there any questions? Because we we would like to get a conclusion, making a conclusion. And therefore, this is my conclusion. Before this conclusion, I would like to get your questions. How about you? Yes? No? Okay. First step, we said in this business region, there's three big parts. One part is data creation, and the second is AI creation. Third stage is release a product or service. And data creation, he said, for example, this means how to get many data. But there is some disinformation. How to patch that type of disinformation. He said manual China could very easily to patch that data by handmade. And otherwise, Google has some good theory, use another theory to project this information. And this is an AI creation. This is, for example, Google TensorFlow, IBM Watson. And this one, if you is a big corporation, for example, Microsoft, Amazon, and IBM, that's a case of big company, you could develop that kind of the AI engine. But usually, Google Japan is a very small company in Japan. Therefore, Google Gravity, don't focus on this area. And Google, kind of a small company, focus on this area. And how to get thinking, how to get the data. And Gravity Japan last year established a local company in Penang. And now Gravity Japan is registered in one Chinese company in China to get like a big data. This is a very strategic approach of the Gravity Japan. And I will I would like to ask you that how to fight in this area of opportunity?
日本語です。
私は AI リエーションで戦う。
He's going to focus on this area.
AI.
This area. Why? You are very good engineer because of the good you are giving.
挑戦しがいがあると思うので、結局のところ、少なくて、少ない人数で AI リエーションできます。ただし、知識がいります。
He said he should say he said should focus on this area because several few high-level engineers, if you a company invest in this area and invest some good engineers, he could get a win. Or is very big pride. But if you could get a good AI engine, how to sell? Please give us your idea. Good marketing. Good marketing, okay. But how to get one for financing? Dasa, do you have any idea?
Go to a bank.
He is a very good engineer, therefore he would like to focus on this area. But CEO of the Gravity Japan, Ikeda, he would like to focus on this area. He is not an engineer, he is a good merchant. Usually, he said, good engineer, you are a good engineer, focus on this area. If you had a good low-cost company, focus on this area. And if you have a good marketing plan, focus on this area. That depends on the resources. Is it right? Please second conclusion.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Suzuki Tanaka. Now the second speaker is Mr. Ikeda Yuzumi. Is the founder of Gravity Japan and one of the director of Red Law company in Japan. Let's welcome Mr. Ikeda Yoshidori and the translator Mr. Koichiro Kimoto. He is the Global Business Director of Gravity Japan.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Ikeda. 今日は、来てくれてありがとう。
Thank you for your coming.
はい。私の方からは、我々が今取り組んでいることが一つ、そして今日来てくださった皆さんは、だからさん、日本の今、現状さに興味あると思うし、そして我々が取り組んでいる、特にアジアの取り組みが今、どのようになっているのかなんかもお伝えできたらと思います。
We would like to present you with a situation of the Japanese business situation and our activities of the Southeast Asia.
日本語でごめんね、全部通訳するから。
Sorry. He would like to speak the Japanese, and I should translate to you.
グラビティは今、もう設立して12年経ってますけど、現在は、グループ会社が、3つあります。東京、マレーシア、中国、台湾。
Gravity is established from 2006, and we have the three local companies. One is named Kuno, and that is an AI development company. Second is Malaysia Penang local company, Yuvasun Gravity. Third, now we are registering Gravity China.
グラビティがやっていることは、4つの事業があります。主には、開発、研究、サービス提供、IoT と AI、ブロックチェーンの、設計開発を行っています。
We have the major four divisions. One division part is digital transformation, and IoT and AI. Especially mixed IoT and AI. And additionally, we have the business of the blockchain business.
次に、サービスなのにものづくりです。一つのサービスは、バケーションレンタルの、IoT プラットフォーム、クランクという商品をサービス化しています。でもう一つはタブレットのソリューション。これもホテルや、旅館向けのタブレットのソリューションです。
And we have one service and one product. One service is for the vacation rental, named Crank. That is handles smart lock. And the second, the tablet ordering system of the company. This is a tableting system.
3つ目がグローバルですと。人材育成をします。そして、今グローバルソーシングと書いてますけど、オフショアリングの仕事、そして、進出支援をしています。海外で。
Third part is globalization for education of the engineers and global sourcing, resource sourcing, and support the business.
そして、今日の活動でもあるエヴァンジェリズム活動です。イノベーションラボという、カテゴリーで、自分たちで、ラボを立ち上げ、講演、執筆、コミュニティ活動をしています。
And finally, we have the activity of the evangelism. This is we call the innovation laboratory. This means we have a conference and seminar, Japan and China and Malaysia. And we have publishing and media community. This seminar is part of this community activity.
でこのイノベーションラボは、今お伝えした内容に先端技術のリサーチを加えて、特に今は会社がある中国と、マレーシアですけれども、例えば、日本にある先端技術を我々が持ちるものは皆さんとシェアをして、仕事を拡大していくという取り組みにつなげていこうと思っています。
And first, about the innovation laboratory, is one part, that's the four part. One part is research in advanced technologies. And for example, Shuichi Tanaka is a good AI engineer and get good narratives and provide service and product.
で今話が出たように、講演とか執筆についての活動について、お話しします。
And we are speaking about a seminar and a conference.
我々は15年前から、オフショアリングの、知見について、たくさんの、ノウハウを貯めてきました。その一つが、ブランドである、オフショアリングアカデミーです。
We had an offshore academy, that's our plan. About before 15 years ago, we had a seminar about offshoring. And this is one picture is a seminar at China Dynamo.
去年も、こちらペナンで初めてオフショア大学として、JPA で講演をしています。
2 years ago, we had a presentation at the offshore conference at the JMTI.
多分、皆さんは海外のお仕事にも興味があると思うので、我々の、オフショアリングの、知っている歴史も含めてお話ししますね。
We will just speak about the offshoring history.
1990年あたりから、特にソフトウェアの仕事についてはインドから始まっています。
Many Japanese company has an offshoring business from the 1990s and with co-working with India.
で、日本は、2000年前後にかけて、中国への、仕事のシェアを拡大していきます。
In 2000, many Japanese companies invest in the China market and make a big contribution to the offshore businesses.
ここはリーマンショックですけれども、その1年前から、日本ではそのオフショアの、仕事の量というのが踊り場にかかるほとんど効かない状況になります。
After financial crisis, Japanese offshore business is not growth.
ただ日本では意外にも、ソフトウェアの、ボリュームというのは復活がとても早かった。で、2012年に中国ではなく、また新たに、チャイナトランスファーという考えで、拡大を狙っていきます。
After 2012, we call the China Plus One. Not only China, but also Vietnam and Thailand and Malaysia, which would like to have a co-working with offshoring.
で、2015年に、また新たなピークを迎えて、今、オフショアは、拡大している最中です。で、その理由の一つは、やっぱり日本人のリソースが足りないということと、開発比率に、ハードウェアやソフトウェアの比率がどんどん高まってきているという事情があります。
After 2015, Japan invested Vietnam for the offshoring because Japan has less resources for the engineers.
で世界ではそうかもしれないですけども、2015、6年以降から、この、オフショアの取り組みというのは、新たなステージを迎えていきました。それは我々はグローバルソーシングと今日は言いましょう。
And now, global offshoring stage changed to the global sourcing. This means not only China, but also Vietnam, and nowadays Malaysia could get the offshore business.
2つの言葉で伝えますね。オフショアリングとグローバルソーシングという言葉で伝えますけれども、この2つには明確な違いがあります。
And between offshoring and global sourcing, there is a very big difference.
オフショアという言葉を聞くと皆さんはいろんなイメージがあるかもしれないんですが、結果的にはコストダウンを徹底的にやっていくというのが大きな目的になります。
This part of offshoring is a focus on the cost down.
で、一方で、グローバルソーシングというのは、マーケットを分析して、ビジネスを確立していくっていうことに偏っています。
Otherwise, global sourcing is a focus on making a business and making opportunities and profit.
で、日本の会社では特に、この取り組みが今行われようとしている最中です。オフショアリングというのは、ここが例えば、ジャパンとしましょう。ここはマレーシアとしましょう。A から B の国へ、コストが低いところに発注をしていくという取り組みがオフショアリングです。
Offshoring is a focus on the cost down. Therefore, Kojima prices are lower area. Japan will invest in that type of countries.
で今、取り組まれていることというのは、ビジネスを作ることですから、キーワードが、一つ目、強いコンテンツを、先端技術でどう上達するのか、それは自社から生み出すのか、なければ他社から生み出すのか、上達するのかということに、課題がかかってきます。
Otherwise, global sourcing, one point is a strong technology or strong services. There are two patterns. One pattern is for own technology for our company. The other is getting other companies. For example, Europe and the US.
で、その調達をした後に、これがコアな、仕事が A の方に開発が集まった後に、共同開発としてグローバルチームが立ち上がると。で、このグローバルチームを確立しようとしているのが、今、日本の大きな取り組みになろうとしています。
And second, this is a very important point, how to make a global team. For example, Japan, Gravity Japan has a head office in Tokyo, and we have a local company in China, Thailand, and Malaysia, Penang. They are all the global team of the Gravity.
で、このスタイルを作った上で、サービスを世界中にばらまいていくと、ことが、大切です、このモデルは。
And the third point is how to sell this service and the product spread to the worldwide market.
一つの我々の一つの取り組みであるので、これは成功事例をちょっと伝えておりますね。我々の取り組みでもあるんですけど、成功事例を伝えます。
This is one of the success use cases.
我々は例えば日本の、民泊のビジネスモデルとかでいうと、オランダのメンバーの人たちと、マーケティングをしてビジネスモデルを検討しました。
First step is Japan and discussion is a new business and between Japan and Netherlands and have what is the best technology, what is the best business model.
で、ビジネスモデルが決まったら、どう作るのかっていうのは、やっぱり、マンパワー、やっぱりすごくスピード感がある中国に設計からテストまでを任せました。
The second step for development program and the test or in China because China has a big human resource of the programming.
そして、中国人だけがやったテストでは全体のパトロールができないので、そこをマレーシアにパトロールしてもらった。
And the third is that in Malaysia, they should have testing for this system.
で、4月になりますけれども、商品が完成したので、今は、日本でちょっとプレリリースをして、4月に、全世界にサービスを展開する予定です。
And first, we will release these services not only Japan but also China and Malaysia or other Southeast Asia.
で、ここは昨日もちょっと学生の方々に話したので、皆さんもちろんグローバルの取り組みもされているかと思いますが、オフショア大学並びに、我々が考えるグローバルのいろんな要素を伝えたいと思います。
This is big four skills for the international ocean engineers.
で、2つ目はこれ IT と書いてますけれども、プログラムが組める、設計できるっていうことではなくて、我々は仕事を仕組み化できる力と考えています。
First is IT, but this is not only just IT, but also how to make global processes in the world.
2つ目はファイナンスです。全部日本語でごめんね。仕事要は金融という意味ではなくて、仕事を数字で考える力、語れる力だと考えられます。
Second step is finance and accounting performance. That means only engineer he could handle managing he should manage skill of the processes by money.
3つ目です。僕たち日本人だから特に、日本語は主ですから、お客さんが、例えば日本は、1億人の人がいます。だから誰とでも仕事ができる力っていうのは、やっぱり語学力を、鍛えていくというのが、大切だと考えています。
Third point is language skill and communication skill. I think in Malaysia, there's many ethnics, Chinese, Malaya, and Indians. They could communicate at many language. Okay? Muslim use Malaya, and Chinese Fujian language, and Indian use Hindi, and they all communicate with English. That's a very good point.
で、もう一つは、歴史だと考えます。で、この理由は、やっぱり深く違った文化を持つ人たち、歴史を違った歴史を持つ人たちと、深く付き合うためには、過去を見て、未来を図っていくという取り組みが必要だと思っています。
And the fourth point is history and deeply knowledge about developers to make a good communication with foreign engineers, and this skill could enable to the widely perspective and deeply insight.
で、先ほどちょっとイノベーションラボの冒頭に話したように、先端技術をリサーチするという話がありましたが、実際に、我々が自社で取り組んだ、商品や、先端技術を持つ、提携の技術がありますので、そのような紹介をしたいと思います。
And we would like to explain about the original technologies and alliance technologies.
で、これをやっぱり今日の取り組みもそうですけれども、なぜこれを紹介したいかというと、皆さん とこう、API を公開してでも、今後、仕事をシェアできるのではないかというのも一つの目的です。
If these services could provide a good API, we could communicate with the worldwide engineers and make a new business and new services.
4つ話をします。2つの IoT と1つのブロックチェーン、1つの AI についてちょっと紹介をしましょう。
This is one of the IoT solutions.
で、これはバケーションレンタルの、プラットソリューションですと。今民泊、ボードにもあったように、民泊の課題というのは、掃除の受付で、まず手間がかかる。そして、鍵を渡すという、面倒くささを持っています。
At the business of the vacation rental, there are two difficulties. One is how to create a room. The other is how to pass a room key.
で、ここにホストがいますけれども、こちらは、これからこのホストの方の家に、泊まりたい、ゲストをします。ゲストは最初に、Airbnb のブッキング.com を開始見て、予約をしますが、この情報をひとまず収集して、我々は、リザーブのインフォメーションをホストに返します。
First, guests should make a booking about using the Airbnb and booking.com, and this system gives us booking information and send the booking information to the host owners.
ホストオーナーが持っているスマートルームの中に、遠隔でコントロールできる、スマートロックを置いています。でそのスマートロックの、キーを予約 OK であれば、またこのクランクの仕組みを通じて SNS にでゲストに、情報を返しています。
This system could provide a room key, smart key code to the guest smartphone.
その後、パスポートの情報をまたここに貯めて、実際に、オーナーがその情報を持つ。
And the guest could very easy to open the vacation rental room key.
で、最後に、ゲストがこのスマートルームに入ったときに、このキーにいつ入った、いつ出たなどの、管理をするので、オーナーは、鍵を渡さずとも、いつ入ったか出たかとか権限を与えることによって無人化して、この民泊の部屋を運営することができます。
This owner could manage this room key automatically without manpower.
これは我々はクランクという商品です。
This is our solution of the name Crank.
で次にもう一つ IoT の、ソリューションの話をしますね。
This is another public solution of IoT.
これはマレーシア近辺内にたくさんあるように、工場のソリューションです。この工場のソリューションというのは、最先端の設備が入ることもあれば、長く、設備を使っているケースもありますので、要はインターフェースというのが、たくさん違うと。その課題を解決するのがこの、エルフォロンという商品で、現在800の、デバイスをつなぐことのできるソリューションになっています。
This IoT system for the factory. The factory has many equipments. For example, lattice equipment, but also but there's a very legacy manufacturing equipment. This system should handle the latest equipment and legacy equipment. And this system will handle about approximately 800 equipments.
で、例えば、ペナンのこの商品がいいかなと思っているのは、やっぱり、工場で働いている人たちが、IoT を活用するともっと今度は楽になるということは結構考えているはずだと思っているので、ここにいる方々も、この L フォローを活用することによって、工場にでソリューションが起こせる可能性があるなと思っています。
And Yuvasun Gravity is seeking the opportunity of these solutions around the Penang area.
これIoT の2つの商品で、次がブロックチェーンです。で、ブロックチェーンというコメントを聞くと、皆さんバーチャルマネーをイメージされるかと思いますが、このブロックチェーンはビジネスブロックチェーンというカテゴリーで、特に改ざん防止やエコポイント、そういった場で活躍する商品です。
This blockchain is for the business blockchain. This is not for the cryptocurrency. And this blockchain is to protect the hacker.
で、そういったメリットもあるんですけれども、一番のメリットは、このブロックチェーンの仕組みを使うことで、従来の10分の1のコストでシステム開発ができるとされています。
Most big advantage is this system provides one test cost down.
で、このワークロックは、会社名でもあり、商品名でもあるんですけれども、6月に、去年の6月に立ち上げて、去年の、秋というですね、10月、11月に、大きなイベントで、準グランプリを取りました。
This technology gets award in Japan, and we invest this company. Japan invest this company.
で、我々の会社は今ここに資本提携と技術提携をして、要は実証実験の仕事なんかをたくさん取り組んでいます。
And Yuvasun Gravity would like to spread this business around the Penang area.
このブロックチェーンの RPA を公開することによって、世界中にこの仕組みをばらまいていくことを考えています。
And we would provide this technology and open the API and grow. We would like to get a big business by this business, by these technologies.
May I know what is the use case for this one? I mean, how anybody, the end user, end customer can use this one? I understand this is a great thing.
Now we are providing this development kit.
Development kit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And maybe Yuvasun Gravity provides a training of a hands-on seminar around the Penang using that as development kit.
How it used to the customer?
The customer make a robot system of using this technology.
What system?
What system? For example, in Japan there's an application of the keeping the medical information. Okay. Thank you.
で、最後にAI というと、あえて本の紹介も関わってます。はい。で、これは我々の子会社である日本にある株式会社工藤という会社です。この会社は、Google のクラウドパートナーで、日本の中でも、4人しかいないエヴァンジェリストがうちの、この工藤の CTO です。
And Kuno is our subsidiary company in Japan. The CTO of the Kuno was written this book. He's an evangelist of the Google TensorFlow technology.
テンソルフロー、Google というのは、要は、なんだ、その、なんだ、AI の開発におけるツールを、テンソルフローというツールを推奨して、親してるんですけれども、その、コミュニティ活動をずっと続けていて、4年ぐらいまで続けていて、日本では800ぐらいの、2クラスのワーキンググループができています。で、そのワーキンググループを今後AI の興味がテンソルフローにも興味が高ければ、マレーシアなんかでもコミュニティを作って、取り組んでいければなと思っています。
This company, Kuno, is managing the user community of the TensorFlow in Japan. If possible, we would like to spread this user community in the around Penang.
ということで、今日私の方では、我々の取り組みと、そして皆さんと仕事がシェアできる環境、そして、今後学び合う環境なんかを作っていきたいと思いますので、これからもよろしく以上です。
And we would like to present you to back the speaking. And our purpose of this conference is to make a good community in Penang. And we have a good community in Japan, and we would like to spread the good circle between Japan and Penang. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ikira Yoshikuni and Mr. Koichiro Kimoto for good presentation. Final speaker for today's seminar is Yuvasun CEO of Yuvasun Gravity Enterprise.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you are enjoying the seminar. And I will not take much of their time. Okay, it is an interesting topic, robotic process automation. Okay, before I begin with this topic, may I know anyone here knows about RPA? Yes. Okay. Then I think it is my responsibility to get you a clear picture about this RPA. Okay, let's see what we have for today. We have about RPA and how this RPA works and why we actually need this RPA for our daily work. And then Gravity's RPA business. Then finally it is about Yuvasun Gravity's future activities. Okay, so when we talk about this robotic, what it comes to our mind first? I think it is about the physical robots, am I right? Especially the Sophia, the lady robot, the citizen of Saudi Arabia. But other than this Sophia, we have still Transformers, Terminator, vending machines, and also manufacturing machines. But this RPA actually is not about the physical robots. It is a software robot that mimics human actions. For example, in our daily work, we might send emails. We might need to publish our articles into many websites. Or even we have to do our daily reports or even weekly reports. So this kind of repetitive works we could assign to RPA. So you could ask me, is this possible? Yes, it is. And let's see how this robot follows the process. Okay, this is how this robot follow the process using the flow chart from the start to the end, step by step. And here I have an example how this robot can create an invoice into SAP. SAP is an enterprise resource planning software. Okay. From the first, the robot will open the Outlook, and then it will read the email, and then it could open the attached Excel file. Then it will open the SAP software, and then it will enter the data from the Excel into that SAP. So if there is any escalation, this robot will send email to human analysis team. If no, it will end the process, then will continue with the next one. So this is the process of RPA. And I would like to show you a demo of this RPA software. And this RPA software name is UiPath, one of the popular RPA software. Let's see how does this works.
Have you ever wondered what robotic process automation, or RPA, can do for you? In short, it provides a competitive advantage by helping you improve both accuracy and speed of operations while radically driving down costs. So how does it work? In this video, we'll show you how UiPath streamlines an invoice process end-to-end. You are about to see a robot performing the following activities. Monitoring a dedicated folder where invoices are saved in PDF format. Reading invoices from that folder one by one. Extracting key information from the invoices. Opening SAP. Filling in invoice details in SAP. Sending email notifications. Please note that the robot will do some activities in the background, such as most of the invoice-related actions, monitoring the folder or checking its email address. Now let's see it working. Right now, it's monitoring the folder where 3 invoices are stored and collecting all the information needed so we can register them one by one. It then asks the tester to introduce the email address where the posting notification will be sent, and also performs basic checks to see if the SAP is open and runs it on its own if not. Logging into SAP using its credentials, it then starts processing the invoices one by one. We can see it filling in data such as vendor code, invoice date, invoice number, invoice amount, invoice description, and Gmail account, and ends up by filling the payment term. Following that, it registers the remaining 2 invoices in the assigned company code. An email containing the SAP registration number is sent automatically by the robot after successfully registering each invoice. Checking in the background, the robot verifies whether the VAT on the invoice matches the one in our database, and if so, will post it automatically. Otherwise, it will park it and send a dedicated email to the responsible person highlighting this difference and asking what to do. Post the invoice or to cancel it and send it back to the vendor. All the invoice's details are visible in the email it sends, so let's reply with yes to the message for an invoice with a VAT difference. Finally, it will check its email address in the background, access SAP using the appropriate transaction code, and post the invoice. And that's it. The robot has successfully posted the 3 invoices in SAP. Do you want to know more? We're happy.
What if I don't have SAP as my home?
No, this RPA is actually not only for SAP. So as I mentioned, we also can record our daily tasks. For example, I'm going to publish an article to 3 websites. So I just need to play on the record, and then I have to do my work. So for that articles, we have to save into a folder. And then this robot, it will open that folder and then copy and then we paste into those websites that we have to open, like website A, B, C.
It's like Excel macro, but yes.
Similar. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so as we can see, let's see what are the benefits of this RPA. This RPA actually, it could take over humans' tasks. So what it can reduce, obviously, the number of people working. So if number of people working, it can reduce the cost. And what does it automate? The repetitive work, so which is our daily routine. For example, updating invoice, articles, or even reports. And then programming language. We do not need to learn any language to use this RPA, because we just going to use a software, RPA software, where we have an option to record. And it will automatically update into a flow chart. And then if you would like to add any steps, you could add within that flow chart. And we could even amend it. And then it is a wide range of software environments. And what does it increase? Productivity level, quality level, and also the accuracy. It is 100%. Because no typo error and no redundancy. And there are many industries currently they are using or they started to use this RPA software. Human resource, insurance, healthcare, travel and logistics, telecom, retail marketing, and also manufacturing factories. This one actually they could, for example, this SAP kind of software. So all of them are using this kind of software, and it could update, for example, patient's name. It could register a patient into a system. Okay, so there are actually many RPA softwares, but let's see what actually Gravity is doing with this RPA. AI plus RPA. So Gravity is planning to combine this RPA with AI. But to combine with AI, it is not an easy work, because AI, it needs many test cases. For example, you might heard about Sophia and also Microsoft robot demonstration. During demonstration, Sophia, she actually said that she will destroy humans. And also for Microsoft robot case, it said niche. It is actually a political party in USA. So it said that political party is the best political party. So actually, so that is the reason AI needs sample data to judge the operations based on historical data, because we have to prevent the kind of situation should not happen in the future. And we need many test cases. So what actually RPA, Gravity has planned in order to create a perfect system without any lacking, Gravity created a method to release a good quality product. And this is actually starting from the advanced theory, meaning to analyze the operational flow, to list down tasks for RPA, and then create simple programs using RPA software. After hearing, we have to analyze again and then go for development, release, verification, and then this is an iterative method. To to provide a good quality product. And now it is about Yuvasun activities, future activities. So UiPath, the RPA software, actually we are planning to start our consulting coming April. And second one is about Revlog training, developers kit. As our Himoto-san already mentioned, it is a company which is using blockchain technology. This blockchain is actually the basic technology for cryptocurrency. But it is not for cryptocurrency, this is to secure the data, this Revlog blockchain technology. And the third one is startup. Actually, we are planning to start a committee on agile development. And why actually agile? You could ask me. Because agile is a methodology, but if a person who master in agile, the person could do 3% tasks. For example, in software, design, and coding, and also testing. These 3 tasks can do by a person if the person mastered in this agile. And finally, it is for agile training. After we would like to get a good community here around the Penang, and we are looking for a good members who is willing to join this committee, and then we are planning to start our agile training. And then finally, we have news. We are planning to have our Yuvasun Gravity Summit, the first summit, which is on May 2019. And the theme is actually about factory IoT. Now the government, Malaysian government, introducing and also promoting the IoT to get big GDP. And near Penang, there are many factories are looking for IoT. And actually, Yuvasun Gravity is ready now to support the factories who's looking for IoT. So I would like to use this opportunity to invite you all to join the summit and also the Agile committee team. And that's all for today. Any questions? Q&A, any Q&A about RPA, please?
It's RPA right now, right?
Yes.
You all sort of, platform itself is already established.
Yes.
Then sort of you are you are expanding your customer base.
For UiPath?
Yeah.
No. Actually, we would like to develop our own RPA plus AI, but in between, we would like to use this software and also to train the people.
Oh, so meaning you all will be coming up with your own RPA software?
Yes, exactly. So before that, we would like to get users first. So this is the main purpose of using this popular UiPath software. No. Any questions?
So far, have you all worked at any factories, let's say the that you use to sort of use JICA
For RPA? Actually, for RPA, we have not. This is the first day. Actually, we are just trying to give the explanation about RPA. And only after this, we would like to go and find. Yeah. We would like to spread this through you guys. Any questions?
You have user who create so that distribution, you blast activities coming up and we all can see the email somehow. So without some activities coming up, some
Yes, yes.
How you suppose you collected our information, right? Are you going to send a information to us? So next week is coming.
If you are interested, because we actually need your permission to send the emails to you all.
Yeah.
If you would like to receive all this kind of news, we would like to send the emails. And we also will update everything into our website.
So I'd like to know more on the validation of your RPA system. Just would like to have some kind of.
If you would like to get more details, you could contact us.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
For the AI part, actually provided is case study, right? So you get the case study that for AI.
AI.
Right? Not you finding AI plus RPA. So AI is each all the case.
Test cases, right?
So how do you get for that one?
You mean the test cases?
Yeah.
How we are getting. That is the reason we are using this UiPath. We are going to use this UiPath software to get our test cases, and then only we will going to implement. We will going to use this to input into our AI. Yes.
Because that's connected law, right? All the data is law.
Data of RPA, the test cases.
Very huge data. So it has to be solved.
I don't get your question, sorry.
Where it was solved.
Cloud. Yeah.
So how do you connect with the cloud?
From UiPath?
From your device. But in your device, you have the storage system. Right? So the cloud that is the storage of the data.
Are you asking particularly about the UiPath or this AI plus RPA?
Actually, talking about the connectivity, obviously you need to declare offline.
Oh, based on his question. Oh, the storage. For the first one, let me just, for UiPath, this is actually cloud, right? The storage? Cloud. Yes, it is cloud. And do we have offline for that?
We would like to present the Amazon cloud. There is one Windows 10 PC, and the program installs the UiPath, and that system connects to the VPN in the local company, and making a business process on the cloud Windows 10. Not local company, not the inside the local office. Therefore, we could make this very easy.
Is it okay? Not clear? Clear. Not clear? Clear? Okay? Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.